Today class name detail Java. Today class name detail Java. Very important concept, easy concept. Today concept is detail Java. First of all, first concept variable. What do you mean by variable? Variable. First concept variable. What do you mean by variable? Do you know anything about variable? Variable is nothing but it is a name. It is a name given to a one memory location which can hold a value the value will be changed in future. Variable is nothing but it is a name given to a one memory location. Variable is nothing but it is a name given to a one memory location. It is a name given to a one memory location which can hold a value. That value will be changed in future number of times. Wherever you want, whenever you want, we can change the value. So that's why we can say variable. Variable is nothing but it is a name given to a one memory location. I'm giving one memory location which can hold a value. That value will be changed in future number of times. Wherever you want, whenever you want, we can change the value. So that's the reason we can say variable. That value will be changed future. Advantages. Variable advantages. One is reusability. Easy to update, easy to maintain. Easy to update and easy to maintain. That is the advantages of variable. Variable syntax. Next, variable syntax. Data type, variable name equal to value. So simply we can write data type int a equal to 10. Simply we can write data type variable name equal to value. Int a equal to 10. This is the variable declaration. Variable is nothing but it is a name given to our memory location which can hold a value. That value will be changed in future number of times. Wherever you want, whenever you want, we can change the values. That's why that is called variable. Advantages: reusability, easy to update, easy to maintain. Syntax: data type variable name equal to value. Into a equal to 10. Data type into variable name equal to a equal to 10. We can assign the value. Variable is nothing but it is a store the value. Simply we can say that is variable. Next definition, concept.
Anna, we can change the value of the variable, but we cannot change the memory location, kada?
Yes, memory location is same. Only we can change the value. Only variable value wherever you want, whenever you want to. If you want a equal to 10, 20, 15, 13, whatever you want, you can take it. Variable means that value will be changed. Just you need to remember.
So that means we are declaring the variables here, right?
Yes.
To the memory location.
Yes. Value will change. Only value.
Yeah.
All right. Next concept. Constant. Next concept. Constant. Next definition. Constant.
I think sir about this one, the types of variables and all the
Wait. What, madam?
types of variables.
I will tell you. Variables types. I will tell you. Just wait. Constant. Next concept. Constant. Constant is nothing but it is a name. Constant definition. It is a name given to a one memory location which can hold the value. It is a name given to a memory location which can hold the value. That value will not change in future. That value will not change in future. That is constant. It is a name given to a memory location which can hold the value. That value will not change in future. That's why we can say constant. Constant is nothing but it is a name given to a one memory location which can hold a value. That value will not change. That value will not change in future. That's why we can say constant. Constant definition. Something disturbance is coming from you. Who's that? I don't know. Go to me to something. I'm getting disturbance from you. Who's that? I don't know. Right. If it is Skype, we can identify from where we can get that sounds disturbances. But if it is a go to meeting, there is no chance. Constant is nothing but it is a name given to a one memory location which can hold a value. That value will not change in future. That's why we can say constant. Constant definition. Constant definition. Data type, constant name, final, data type, constant name equal to value. So simply we can write final into a equal to 10. Simply we can write. If it is having final, that is constant. If it is not having final, that is variable. Simply we can identify. How can you identify if it is variable or constant? They may ask you. That time we can say, if it is having final, that is constant. If it is not having final, that is variable. Int a
What is
equal
mean by final here?
final is the here the keyword. Final int a equal to 10. If it is having final, that is constant. If it is not having final, that is the variable. That is the main difference between final and variable. So final is the one of the keyword. Finally, whenever you are writing any any variable or constant, whatever it is, if you are assigning the value into one memory location, if it is having final, that is constant. If it is not having any final, that is called variable. How can you find out if it is variable or constant? They may ask you. If it is having final keyword, that is called constant. If it is not having anything, so int a equal to 10, that is variable. That is main difference between constant and variable. Right. Next concept, variables. Next concept, variables. Next concept, variables. There are two types of variables. One is local variables. Second one is global variables. Local variables means within the function only it will work. Beyond the function it will not work. That is called local variables. Within the function only it will work. Behind the function it will not work. That type of variables is known as local variables. Next, global variables. Global variables we can divide into four types. One is public. Second one is default. Third one, private. Fourth one, protected. There are four types of global variables. So public, default, private, protected. Public means if you write public, we can access that function in the total project wherever you want. We can access the entire project. We can access in entire project. If you whenever declaring any function, if you write public, we can access that function in entire project. In the entire project, if you write public, we can access that function in entire project. If it is under default package, if you are not taking any package, it will take under default package. So that function we can access in only particular package only. We can access that particular function in only package only. Why? Because we are not taking any package, so it will take under, it will create under default package. If it is under default package, we can access in the particular package only. We can access in the particular package only. We can access in the particular package only. If it is under default package, that function, if it is any function, we can access in the particular package only. Only we can access in the particular package only. If you write private, we can access only in the class, only particular class only. Outside class it will not work. We can access whenever writing any function, always we will write public only. So if you write public, we can access entire project only in our real life. Oh, lifetime always we will use public only, but just for general knowledge, if you write private, we can access in the particular class only. If you write in the only particular class only, we can write it. If you write private, we can access in the particular class only. We can access in the particular class only. Right. If you write protected, we can access that package stuff as well as other packs child class stuff also. If you write protected, we can access that package stuff as well as other packs child class stuff also. We can access that package stuff as well as other packs child class stuff also. We can access that package stuff as well as other packs child class stuff also. These are the, we can say, access modifiers. This is the first concept actually. So there are four types of access modifiers: public, default, private, protected. If you write if you write public, we can access that pack or that particular function entire project. If it is under default package, we can access only package only. If you write private, we can access in the only particular class only. If you write protected, we can access that information in the total only, that package information as well as other pack child class information also. These are the local variables and global variables. These four is, we can say, access modifiers also. We can say access
What
modifier.
is package on that here?
Package.
Can, can you give some example?
Package. Whenever you are taking any weight. This is the order. First project, next package, tarvata class. right. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, just see, take the new project. I'm taking one new project, Java project. Click on next. Project name is Hyderabad. Click on finish. This is the project. This is the project. After that, I'm taking one package. After that, I'm taking one package. Go to SRC, right click, take the new package. Package name Amirpet. AMRPT. Amirpet is a package. After that, I'm taking class, new class. Class name is AkhilReddy Technologies. Key Dumar public static void admin, click on finish. So, Hyderabad, Amirpet, Akhil. Hyderabad is project, Amirpet is package, Akhil is a class. So, wherever you go, if it is under, okay, for example, here I am not taking any Amirpet package, so it will take under default package. So that function we can access in the particular package, only outside package we can't access. We can access only that particular package only. If I here I am taking package name is Amirpet. If I not take Amirpet, it will take under the default package. Default package. So that time we can access in the particular package only. That is the concept. Got it, Babu?
Yes.
Right. Next concept, conditional statements. Next concept, conditional statements.
Actually, sir, what is local variable?
Local variable means within the function only we can work. Outside function it will not work. With example I will tell you, madam, no need to worry. Local variables means within the function only it will work, outside function it will not work. That is called local variables. With example I will tell you, madam, don't worry. Within the function only it will work, beyond the function it will not work. That type of variables is called local variables. Now next concept, conditional statements. In Java we have three conditional statements: if, if else, if else, switch case. There are three conditional statements: if else, switch case. Where exactly we will use if condition? Do you know anything about if? If regularly we will use if else. Tell me, Madam Sarita Madam, Kirti Madam, and Babu.
If the condition is not satisfied, that is
Where exactly we will use if condition? Hmm.
Java programming.
Where exactly we will use?
In Java programming.
If it is only single block, or if you want to execute only one block, that time we will use if condition. I'm the last teacher. In future nobody will teach you. Why? Because this is the basics. So where exactly we will use if condition? If it is only single block, or if you want to execute only one block, that time we will use if condition. Once again, I will repeat you. If it is only single block, or if you want to execute only one block, that time we will use if condition. Once again, repeat you. If it is only single block, or if you want to execute only one block, that time we will use if condition. For example, if A is equal to Akhil, if A is equal to 10, then Akhil is a good boy. So there is only one block. There is no alternate. If A is equal to 10, Akhil is a good boy. Akhil is a good boy is the only one block. There is no other block. So compulsory it will execute Akhil is a good boy. So that is called if. Where exactly we will use if? If it is, my definition, observe carefully. If it is only single block, or if you want to execute only one block, that time we will use if condition. If A is equal to 10, Akhil is a good boy. Akhil is a good boy. So if it is only single block, or if you want to execute only one block, that time we will use if condition. If it is only single block, or if you want to execute only one block, that time we will use if condition. If it is only single block, or if you want to execute only one block, that time we will use if condition. Next, if else. Among two blocks, if you want to execute only one block, among two blocks, if you want to execute one block, that time we will use if else. Among two blocks, if you want to execute only one block, that time we will use if else. Among two blocks, if you want to execute, very, very important. In our future, in our course also, we will use if else more times. So, many times. So, where exactly we will use if else? Among two blocks, if you want to execute one block, that time we will use if else. If A is equal to N, Akhil is a good boy. Else, Akhil is a bad boy. Else, Akhil is a bad. Akhil is a bad boy. So here we have two blocks. Among two blocks, if you want to execute only one block, it will execute. Among two blocks, if you want to execute only one block, that time we will use if else. If A is equal to 10, it will execute Akhil is a good boy. If A is not equal to 10, then it will execute Akhil is a bad boy. So among two blocks, if you want to execute only one block, that time we will use if else. Next, switch case. Among many blocks. If we want to execute selectively some blocks, that time we will use if else. Sorry, switch case. Among many blocks, if we want to execute selectively some blocks, among many blocks, if you want to execute selectively some blocks, that time we will use switch case statements. Choice 1, choice 2, choice 3. Among many blocks, if you want to execute selectively some blocks, that time we will use switch case statements. Among many blocks, if you want to execute selectively some blocks, that time we will use switch case statement. Right. That is the conditional statements. Based on the condition, it will run. Right. Next, looping statements. Looping. What do you mean by loop? What do you mean by loop? Loop. What do you mean by loop? Looping statements. One second. One second. One second.
It will work inside the loop only.
Next, looping statements. Looping. What do you mean by loop? What do you mean by loop? If you want to execute a certain block of statements, Mali sounds, I'm getting sounds from you. Friends, please to mute. Yes. Looping statements. If you want to execute a block of statements continuously or repeatedly, then we will use looping statements. If we want to execute a certain block of statements continuously or repeatedly, then we will use looping statements. In Java, we have three looping statements. One is for loop, second one while loop, third one do while loop. Oh God, oh God, oh God. There are three looping statements available in Java. One is for loop, one is for loop, second one is while loop, third one is do while loop. Where exactly we will use this looping statements, if you want to execute a block of statements continuously or repeatedly, then we will use this looping statements. If you want to execute a certain block of statements continuously or repeatedly, then we will use looping statements. In Java, we have three looping statements: for loop, while loop, do while loop. Okay, right. Next, where exactly we will use for loop? How many fixed number of times that loop should be executed? If you know that figure or number, then only we can use for loop. Very, very important. Where exactly we will use for loop? How, how many fixed number of times? How many fixed number of times? If you want to execute, if you know that figure or number, then only we can use for loop. For okay, loop bracket begins int I equal to 0, I less than I less than 20, I less than 20, I plus plus. If you know that figure is 20. If you know that figure, how many fixed number of times, if you know that loop should be executed, if you know that figure or number, then only we can use for loop. So if you know the number, how many fixed number of times that loop should be executed, if you know that figure or number, then only we can use for loop. Otherwise we can't. So how many fixed number of times that loop should be executed, if you know that figure or number, then we can use for loop. How many fixed number of times the loop should be executed, if you know that figure exactly how many times, 10 times, 20 times, 100 times, 1000 times, 1 lakh times. So if you know that figure, then only we can use for loop. I'm the last teacher. In future nobody will teach you for where exactly we will use these looping statements and the conditional statements. You need to remember. Why? Because regularly whenever you are working with anyone, if it is Java or Oracle, SAP, .NET, PHP, anything, so these are the very, very important. So compulsory we should know looping statements and the conditional statements. Where exactly we will use for loop? This is very, very important looping statement, that is for loop. So if we want to execute a certain block of statement continuously, then we will use this looping statements. Where exactly we will use for loop? How many fixed number of times that the loop should be executed? If you know that figure, number, if you know that number, if you know perfect that number, 10 times, 20 times, 8 times, 2 times, 3 times, if you know that figure, then we will use for loop. You need to remember. Once again, I am repeating, where exactly we will use for loop? How many fixed number of times? How many fixed number of times the loop should be executed? If you know that figure or number, that time we will use for loop. Next, while loop. There is no restriction like that, 10 times, 20 times, 15 times, as long as condition being satisfied. So there is no restriction like 10 times, 20 times. As long as condition being satisfied, it continuously it will execute. As long as condition being satisfied. As long as condition being satisfied. So we can say this looping statement is called entry level condition. Entry level condition. This looping statements we can say entry level condition. Next, do while. Just similar to while, but same while only. But first time, it will check the, without checking the condition it will execute. Second time onwards it will check the condition. That is called do while. So just similar to while only, as long as condition being satisfied, same similar. But first time it will not check the condition. Second time onwards it will check the condition. So this is called.
Now, can you give example for the while and do while?
Yeah, just wait. Just next concept we can get the examples. While and do while. We have examples in arrays concept as well as other concepts also. Just today we are learning only basic. What is the definitions? What are those? After that we can get examples also. Just wait. Only one day. Next
Okay.
class.
Okay.
Next class we can get while loop and do while loop. While loop. Where exactly we will use for while loop? As long as condition being satisfied, there is no restrictions like 10 times 20 times. So as long as condition being satisfied, it will execute. That is called while loop. This loop is called, we can say, entry level condition. And after that, do while. Just similar to while only. First time without checking the condition, it will execute. Second time onwards, it will check the condition. That is called do while. So this loop is, we can say, exit level condition. While loop we can say entry level condition. Do while we can say exit level condition. All right. This is the looping statements and the conditional statements. Next concept to arrays. Next concept to arrays. Arrays. Array. Next concept to array. Very, very important. Just concentrate, friends. Array. Array is nothing but it is a special type of variable which can hold the multiple values. If it is variable, we can store the only single value. If it is array, we can store the multiple values. We can store the multiple values. If it is array, we can store the multiple values. If it is variable, we can store the single value. If it is array, we can store the multiple values. Array definition. It is a special type of variable. It is a special type of variable which can hold the multiple values. Just like variable only, but it is a special type of variable which can hold the multiple values, right? If you want to add anything to array, this is array, for example. If you want to add anything to array, if you want to get anything from array, we will use index concept. 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 Index start with 0. Index start with 0. Index start with 0. Array index start with 0. Array index start with 0. Array index start with 0. And how many? Why is repeating how many times? This many times why is repeating, you can get out. So array index is very, very important. Array index start with 0. Array index start with 0. Array index start with 0. You need to remember. Okay, next program, only next program purpose we are learning these things. So array index start with 0. Array index start with 0, right? Array definition. Array is nothing but it is a special type of variable which can hold the multiple values. If we want to store the multiple values, we will use arrays concept. If we want to add anything to array, if we want to get anything from array, we will use index concept. Index start with 0. Array index start with 0. So syntax. Data type, array name, data type, array name equal to new data type, size of array. So simply we can write int a equal to new int size of array. We can write 3. So this is the single dimensional array. This is single dimensional array. If it is multi-dimensional array, int a equal to new int number of rows, number of columns. So this is for rows. First one rows. This is columns. This is columns. This is rows. This is columns. Simply we can write into a equal to new into number of rows, 3 rows and 2 columns. So like we can dictate number of rows and number of columns. Into a equal to new into 3 rows, 2 columns. This is multi-dimensional array. This is multi-dimensional array. So
how we differentiate here, how the system knows that it's a column and row?
Yeah, it will take first one is row, other one is columns. It will take.
It's
That
a
is the
default.
order,
It's a default.
default order.
Okay.
First one is rows, second one is columns. Right. So now today we can enter into today concept. Today concept is exception handling. Today first concept exception handling. Very, very important concept in entire Java heart of the course, that is the exception handling. Concentrate friends. This is very, very important class, exception handling. Today concept is exception handling. Today concept is exception handling. Exception.
Akhil sir,
Yes, madam.
mm, so with this much error we do require for Selenium or release and all those we require.
Yeah, array we can use in Selenium, madam.
No, that is correct, but only this much is required, or we require a hash code and release and all those.
Array list, hash table, hash set, everything we required, but just for this concept, we need only array definition required. Okay, after that, we
Sure,
can
sure.
discuss about array list, hash table, hash set, everything we can discuss. Only exception handling, first we should know what is array, how to declare array. So that's the purpose we learned looping statements, conditional statements, and we came to here. Otherwise, no need, but exception handling requires what is array. So that's the reason I stopped remaining arrays concept. So after that we can discuss array list, hash table, and hash set also. Just wait. Right. First, exception handling. What do you mean by exception? Anybody? Exception. What do you mean by exception?
If any error is thrown in order to solve this.
Right.
Optional.
Huh?
Optional.
No. Exception. Exception. Oh, exception. In real life, we will use optional. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, exception. Exception is nothing but I will write the definition so you can get it, how much it is important. Exception. While writing the Java code, 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 there are some chances, there are some chances, there are some chances the code which we have written, which we have, which we have written, which we have written, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, which we have written, which we have written. While writing the Java code, there are some chances the code which we have written can't executed by Java. Can't executed
How
by
come we know that some chances?
what?
How come we know that some chances the code which we have written cannot
Yeah,
be executed?
yes, I will tell you. Wait. While writing the Java code, there are some chances the code which we have written can't executed by Java. So, such type of situation is known as such type of situation. 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 Situation is known as exception. Known as exception. While writing the Java code, there are some chances the code which we have written can't executed by Java. Sometimes Java will not execute that code. That is called exception. What is that? We will execute. We will discuss now. While writing the Java code, just by heart the definition. While writing the Java code, there are some chances the code which we have written can't executed by Java. So such type of situation is known as exception. While writing the Java code, there are some chances the code which we have written can't executed by Java. So such type of situation is known as exception. Sometimes Java will not execute some scripts. Why it is not executing, we will discuss. There are two exceptions available in Java. One is caught exception. Other one is uncaught exception. One is caught exception, other one is uncaught exception. Caught exception means while writing the Java code, while writing the Java code, if while writing the Java code, if at all any missing like comma, full stop, semicolon, brackets, whatever it is, so it will show you underline. So if it is showing underline, we can alert and we can rectify the problem. That is called caught exception. Caught exception means while writing the Java code, if at all any missing, Java will show you underline, error message or into mark. That is called caught exception. That is called caught exception. If it is showing underline, so we can alert and we can rectify the problem. So something is missing or something is missing. What is missing or what is missing? Semicolon, bracket, begin brackets or semicolon or comma, full stop, whatever it is. Okay, we can rectify the problem. At any cost, we can rectify the problem. Why? Because it is showing underline. It is showing underline means something is missing. What is missing? What is missing? What is missing? So we can Google and we can talk with friends and we can rectify the problem. So at any cost, we can rectify the problem. Something it is showing error. So we can rectify the problem. That is called caught exception. While writing the Java code, if at all any missing, Java will show you underline. So if it is showing underline, we can rectify the problem at any cost. Okay. Next, uncaught exception. Uncaught exception means while writing the Java code, if at all any missing, Java will not show you, Java will not say anything with you. So simply it will sit to during execution, it will not execute. That is called uncaught exception. Caught exception means it will show you underline. Uncaught exception means it will not show you underline anything. So if you want to execute, it will not execute. It will not show you, it will not say you anything. Simply it will sit to during execution, it will not execute. That is called uncaught exception. Got it? Caught exception means while writing the Java code, if at all any missing semicolon, bracket, full stop, or comma, whatever it will show you underline. If it is showing underline, we can alert and we can rectify the problem. But uncaught exception means while writing the Java code, if at all any missing, Java will not show you, Java will not say you anything. Simply it will sit to. That is called uncaught exception. If we want to find out uncaught exception, we will use try, catch, finally. If you want to find out uncaught exceptions, we will use try, catch, finally. Try, catch, finally. If you want to find out uncaught exceptions, we will use try, catch, finally. Where exactly we will use try, catch, and finally we will discuss. If you have doubt on any particular block of statements, if you have where exactly we will use try. If you have doubt on any particular block of statements, that's just better to keep in try block. If you have doubt on any particular block of statements, just better to keep in try block. If you have doubt on any particular block of statements, just better to keep in try block. What is that error? We can get in catch block. We can get
It's only for one block, is it?
what?
It's only for one block, is it?
Right, that is the reason. So that is the reason I'm mentioning. If you have doubt on any only one particular block of statements, just better to keep in try block. Just better to keep in try block. What is that error? We can get in catch block. What is that error? We can get in catch block. Finally, at any cost, it will execute. If it is try executing or not, catch executing or not, finally at any cost, it will execute. Finally, at any cost, it will execute. Finally, at any cost, it will execute. Finally, at any cost, it will execute. So
Then what is the use of try and catch if if anyway it's going to catch everything in finally? So why we have a feature like a try and catch?
So if you have doubt on any particular block of statements, we can keep in try block. What is that error? We can get in catch block. Finally, leave it. Finally, this is just for richness purpose we are using. Finally, at any cost, it will execute. That is optional. Leave it. So try. If you have doubt on any particular block of statement, just better to keep in try block. What is that error? We can get in catch block. What is that error? We can get in catch block. So under the understanding purpose, finally also very useful. Finally also very useful. Only understanding purpose. I will show you program. Yes. Before that, what is try, what is catch? Once again, I will repeat you. If you have doubt on any particular block of statements, just better to keep in try block. What is that error? We can get in catch block. Finally, at any cost, it will execute. Sir, you said, you said, if you have doubt on only particular block of statements, just better to keep in try block, you said. Sir, I have 100 blocks, sir. I have doubt on nearly 50 blocks, sir. What can I do? Oh, great. Right, this is the question. So what is the answer? If it is, if you have doubt on 50 block of statements, that 50 times we need to write try as well as catch. So program will be lengthy. So instead of try and catch, always we will use throws. We will use throws. We will use throws. Throws is used for automatically it can throw the hundreds of exceptions at a time, thousands of exceptions at a time, lakhs of exceptions at a time. So in Java and Selenium, always we will use only throws. Only throws purpose we came to here. We came to here. We came to here. Throws is used for it can throw the all the exceptions at a time. It can handle the thousands of exceptions at a time. We can handle the thousands of exceptions at a time. We can handle the thousands of exceptions at a time. Throws always in entire Java and entire Selenium. In future, always we will use throws. Throws is nothing but it is a predefined class in Java. It can handle the thousands of exceptions at a time. We can handle the thousands of exceptions at a time. Right. That is the concept. Exception handling. Go to SRC, take the new class EX. So we have lot of logic here. Just concentrate on class. Just wait, friends. It is very, very important concept. It is the heart of the course. That is exception handling. Right. Preferences, general, appearance, color and fonts, Java, color and fonts, edit. I'm next class time. Next. Yes, exception handling. I'm keeping X. I'm declaring one array. I'm declaring one array. I'm declaring one array int a equal to new int 730 हो गया. Oh, that's the reason they came. They int I'm giving size is 4. This is array declaration. Before that S5 S4 control space. Good morning. I'm declaring array. So of 2 of 2 equal to 200. Of 4 equal to 800 something. So this is called cart exception. This is called cart exception. 800 it is showing error. Why it is showing error? Semicolon missing. So, oh, something is missing. What missing? What missing? Oh, comma? No. No. Dot? No. What is missing? Bracket required? No. What is missing? Oh, semicolon. Ah, right. Oh, this is called cart exception. This is called cart exception. While writing the Java code, if at all any missing, Java will show you underline. So that is called cart exception. Right. In this line, we have uncart exception. Tell me, what is that uncart exception? What is uncart exception? In this line, we have uncart exception. What is that exception? We need to find out. Tell me, what is that uncart exception? What is that uncart exception? We have an uncart exception. What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? We have one card exception. What is that? No? Hmm. What is that? We have an uncard exception.
Which line? Which line, Anna?
Huh?
Which one? Which one?
I wrote array. In this array, we have these 3 lines. We have one uncard exception. What is that?
You said new int is equal to 4, right? You declare 4, but you have given only 2, right?
So what? I declared size is 4. So we can take all. No need to take our 4 values. We can take any value. Only single value also we can pick. I declared array. Size is 4. We can take 2, 3, 4, 1. Whatever you want, you can take it.
But
So,
same variable is given, right? A equal to 2 and A equal to 4.
A is a array name. A is a array name. No. Remember, whenever I'm discussing array, one word number of times I repeated. Why I repeated number of times? What is that?
Index.
Hmm. Hmm. What I said?
So,
Huh?
index start with 0, right?
Okay. What is array index start with 0. Okay. Next. Hmm. There is a relation between array index start with 0. Friends. Array index start with 0. Already I gave size is 4. It will start with 0. 0, 1, 2, 3. Enough.
Yes.
Okay. Whenever
Yes.
I am writing A4, it need to show error, but it is not showing error. That is called uncard exception. Array index start with 0. Size is 4. So it will start with 0. So that means 0, 1, 2,
2,
3.
3.
Okay, whenever I am writing 4, it need to show error, but it is showing error or not? No, it is not showing error. This is called uncard
Yeah.
exception. This is called uncard exception. So what is that error? We can get in catch flag. We can get in catch flag. So system.out.println e dot get message. What is that error? It will show you in catch flag. It is showing only 4. What is 4? What is 4? Why it is showing 4? I didn't get you. So if you want clear message in console, we can write e dot print stock trace. This method is used for we can get what is that error? What is that error? Why it is showing? What is that error? Why it is showing 4? What is that error? Okay, Java long array index out of bound exception. Oh, got it. Okay, I said I declared size of array is 4, but I gave 4 also. That is the reason. Oh, out of bound exception. Okay, array index start with 0. So that is the reason it is showing error. Right. Got it? So e dot print stock trace is very, very important. What is that error? We can get in catch block very clearly. Right. Now wait. S5 S4 control space. Tata. Next finally at any cost it will execute. Finally. Now if I execute, save, click on run. If I execute, good morning for Tata buy is coming. Where is today Monday? Why it is not coming? Today Monday not coming. Why it is not coming? This is the first scenario. Tell me what is the reason? Why it is not coming today Monday? Babu, tell me why it is not coming Monday?
Because I think have exception, right? We already declare wrong, right? Upside
Uh,
index you declare wrong, right?
hmm.
So we have a given exception statement. That's why it has taken down one.
No. Yeah. Whenever exception occurs, directly it will come to catch block. It will not execute remaining block of statements. So here exception occur. Directly it will come to catch block. It will not execute remaining statements. That is the logic. Whenever exception occur, directly it will come to catch block. It will not execute remaining blocks. Okay, that is one scenario. That is the logic. Okay, second logic. First logic is finished. So today Monday is not coming. Why it is not coming? Whenever exception occurs, it will come to catch block. It will not execute remaining blocks. Okay, right. If you write anything, it will not execute. Here if you write anything, it will not execute. That is first scenario. Second scenario, I am writing 5. I'm giving size is 5. Save, click on run. So good morning, today Monday, bye, it is coming. Why Tata is not coming? Why it is not Tata is not coming? Why Tata is not coming? Why Tata is not coming? Why Tata is not coming? There is no exceptions. Why? Because I declared size is 5. So there is no exception. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there is no exception. It will not come to catch block. So that is the reason Tata will not come. There is no exception. That is the reason Tata will not come. There is no exception. So it will not come to catch block. It will not execute catch statements. That is logic. So here we can get what is the Java, what is the logic behind that. So here is no exception. Size is 5 I declared. So it will not come to catch block. If it is exception occurs, it will come to catch block. There is no exception. It will not come to catch block. That is the concept of exception handling. Very, very important concept. What do you mean by exception? What is caught exception? What is uncaught exception? How to find out uncaught exceptions? What is try? What is catch? What is finally? What are the drawbacks in try and catch? What is the advantages of throws? What is throw? What is the advantages of throws? That is today concept to exception handling practice. So very, very simple concept, easy concept. All right. Right. Stop recording.